Mirembe ja Nyasaye. Mirembe ja Cyrus. Bandu aba khumale mwana weru. Bamali. Lakini khori mwana weru khaniri abori Masai kama mwana mudriji kakoratawe. Nitakuwa kwa ufupi, nataka kuongoza hii program ndio tuweze kumzika ndugu yangu mapema, lakini lazima tutampatia heshima yake. Sawa ama sio sawa? Tumpatie heshima, sio? Kwa haraka nimekuja na mke wangu Jacinta na kijana wangu pale Ethan, ambaye alikuwa rafiki mkubwa sana wa CJ. Wiki moja kabla hajakufa, Ethan alimpigia Uncle CJ akamuuliza, Uncle CJ, mbona sikuoni ukitingisha watu na wewe ni mtiriki? CJ akamwambia, hao wako kwa stage kama hii ni watoto. January tunaingia kwa hiyo stage na khulabasenekana, khulabatuya, khulabasena na tutakanyaga January. CJ was a very organized man, disciplined, and a good time manager. He was peaceful, and therefore we're going to mourn him in a civilized way, cultured, with a lot of civility. But as my brother said, just allow us to mourn our brother. Allow us to mourn, at the very least. Just allow us to mourn. CJ alikuwa ameniambia, sasa tumepata mambo mingi na wewe na Khalid tutakaa miaka ingine 33 tukitawala kama watiriki. Na sasa wamechukuliwa. Jambo, kwa sababu watu wa serikali wako hapa, nimepata ripoti kutoka Nairobi. So mimi nimesimamia Nairobi na Bwana Mudavadi, Your Excellency, unajua tulifanya kazi pamoja. Shamba ya Ruai ile CJ alinunua na jasho yake, watu wameanza kuvamia. Tafadhalini tupatie heshima. Sasa nitawaita rafiki zake CJ, na ukipatiwa nafasi ya kuongea uongee kwa ufupi kwa sababu tuko na watu wengi. The first speaker is General Oyai Deng Ajak from South Sudan. General Oyai, please come forward. You will be followed by Fred Amayo. Come forward. And that particular segment will be closed by Charles Werangai. So mukuje hapa. Usipokuwa hapa, nafasi yako itapotea. General Oyai Deng.
Thank you very much, my brother, and I want to thank all the elders here and our elder brother, the former president. It is really very, very painful for me to come this week or to hear last week that we have lost our friend, my real brother, Cyrus Jirongo. But let me, before I come to Jirongo, let me say one thing. We, the people of South Sudan, we started the struggle in 1983 under the leadership of John Grant. And we got tremendous support from our friends in the region, in Ethiopia. And when the crisis happened in Ethiopia, we relocated our headquarters, and our brothers here in Nairobi, in Kenya, they welcome us with their open hand. But what I want to say is this: 1988, we came here, 1985, sorry, not 1988, sorry. We came here with our chairman, Dr. John Garang Dimabir. I was still an officer by then, but of course, senior officer, director for operation. And we were flown from Lodwar to Nakuru. In Nakuru, President Arab Moi received us. They say breakfast with the president is 5:30 in the morning. So I went to chairman because we were in the state house. That comrade chairman, is it true that we can have a breakfast with the head of a state at this time? John Garang said, what is your problem? This is the time which has been told to us. You just prepare yourself, be ready. We went. When we went to the dining room, we found president in the morning. He was eating maize, breakfast. And we joined him. And John Garang briefed him, adequate briefing on the situation in Sudan and our mission and what we are going to do, and what we want our brothers here in Kenya to do for us. When we finished, the two of them, President Arab Moi and John Garang, they went inside the room. And when they were coming out, President was driving back now to Nairobi. President Arab Moi told John Garang, that's my brother John Garang, whatever you want for the liberation of the people of South Sudan, and you want us to pass through Kenya, even if it means Jesus Christ passing through her, will allow him to go. So you can see the support, the tremendous support that we got from the government and from the people of Kenya, the people of South Sudan. We are very, very much proud of what you have done. And this continue. All the head of state that they passed, even 2013, I was among the people who was arrested, accused that I want to make a coup. I'm still alive because the president here, Uhuru Kenyatta, went to Juba, and they went and saved us from jail. So I want to say, the people of South Sudan, there is a special place in our heart here for what you, the people of Kenya, have done. Now to Jirongo. Jirongo connected us, and it is John Garang who connected me with Jirongo. And we became very, very, very good friends. We became very, very good friends. Jirongo helped us during the struggle, connected us with so many friends. So I can say that yes, the people, the government of Kenya helped us, but Jirongo as an individual, he helped us a lot. He connected us a lot, and he made SPLA very, very strong. Without his support, SPLA could have been defeated, and the Naivasha peace agreement that we have signed with Khartoum could not have been signed if SPLA was weak. But individuals like Jirongo, they play a very, very big role. And from then, I want to say, I have been together with Jirongo. Even a few weeks ago, I was with Jirongo and Fred Amaya here, when we were discussing the issue of South Sudan, that we are still in crisis. How do we help? Last year, me and Jirongo, we met President in Kampala, Museveni, so that Museveni can work with Ruto to solve the problem of South Sudan. So Jirongo is a big loss, yes, to my brother here in Kenya, to the family, but it is a big loss to us in South Sudan. And I want to repeat myself again that my sisters, Hannah, said before, how many times we have been every day going to the house of Jirongo, eating day and night, and then doing a lot of good things. So I want to say that we, the people of South Sudan, and most of us who have been in SPLM, SPLA, we will keep Jirongo in our heart, and the family, is our family, and we will continue to be together with you. God bless his soul, and we will continue to pray for him. Thank you very much.
Fred, Kim Kung, and Werangai, please come forward.
Your Excellency, former President Uhuru Kenyatta, Prime Cabinet Secretary, Minister Musalia Mudavadi, Speaker Moses Wetangula, and Chairman Gideon Moi, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be very brief today because I had the opportunity to eulogize my friend in Nairobi, and I would not like to repeat that because we have a lot of guests today. In summary, I lived and worked with Jirongo for very many years, actually decades, over 3.5 decades. We were very close friends. He trusted me, and I trusted him. Many times when you meet people in the course of your life, you realize that the most sensitive of all human emotions is trust. That is this thing, this person telling me what is in his heart, or is telling me with his mouth? With Jirongo, what you saw is what you got. What he said is what he meant. You didn't have to double read him. I would like then to take this opportunity to first give my assurance. I heard your words, Nyokabi, and it is true that I have not only been a nominee of Jirongo in many companies, we share very many things together, and it is my duty and honor to him to assure you as a family that I'm obligated to full disclosure of everything within my knowledge and my possession, because I hold even certain trusts to Jirongo's property, and I am a shareholder in some of the businesses he has been doing. So be rest assured, we have our lawyers who have been with him for many years, including Speaker has worked for, has done legal work for Jirongo before. We have people like Koyoko, who has been handling the latest of his dealings. I saw here John Wambugu, who has fought for him for a long time. And for these gentlemen and ladies, I wish to salute you. You have been true friends. This ugali, this famous ugali of Jirongo, just give me a minute. This famous ugali Jirongo used to eat at lunchtime. Many people I see here today, including politicians, I met at that ugali table. Unfortunately, and my war with Cyrus for a long time, I think, and I told him, Cyrus, if you left politics, you are actually the Dangote of not only Kenya, but this region, because Cyrus's mind and brains was way ahead of our time. The man was brilliant. The man could do things that some would only imagine. By the time he started doing his estates, including Hazina, Saika, and Kemri, Jirongo was hardly 29. By the time we were getting into YK, he was turning 31, and he had already built an empire. Contrary to public opinion, people believed Jirongo made money in politics. I say the contrary. Jirongo actually lost most of what he worked for during his engagement with politics. And the politicians who he supported, even in this region, just 1 minute. The politicians he supported in this region for a long time were there for him when he was able to also assist them to get to parliament. But when they got to parliament, most of them abandoned Jirongo, and that is the truth. With those many and few words, I would just like to say very briefly, Honorable Gideon Moi, I salute you. I thank you for what you've done to your brother to his death. From the very beginning, from the time he started having issues with his estate, you've always come out and supported him. Every time he's had a funeral or whatever, you've always been the one who's provided us with transport. When I came to see you over this issue, it did not take you a second to make a decision. I salute you. In finishing, I also want to acknowledge that from Western Kenya, when Jirongo was under political siege, there were some people who stood with him, including the late Michael Kijana Wamalwa, the late Martin Shikuku, and J.J. Mugala, who was then head of KOTU. These are the people who stood up from Western Kenya and protected Jirongo when he was under siege for nothing that he had done himself. I would like to appreciate their efforts. The people who have been his partners, some of who are here, kindly, when we'll have time, you'll sit with the family. I would like you to meet them and their lawyers so that you define a way forward that will make his family progress. And with that, I say asante sana, Mungu awabariki, amen.
Okay, now going forward,